row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Welcome to Taco Tuesday, taking actions for creative ownership. I'm Sharon G.
And I'm Mark Wheeler. Welcome to Taco Tuesday. Taking actions for our creative ownership, right?
Thank goodness, it's 2020. We've got to do it. Our time is now.
Now's the time.
Everyone's time is now.
Everyone's time is now.
Feel it for a minute, and let's celebrate the fact that it's the first day of autumn. Happy autumn, everyone.
Happy autumn. Happy autumn, sweetheart.
Happy autumn to you.
How are you? Are you feeling autumnish?
I'm feeling
very autumnish. Yeah. Okay, moving right along.
The autumn.
So autumn, we have something to celebrate because autumn in 2016 we had our Dropping Leaves concert at Carrie Higgins' backyard venue.
GreenBough Gardens.
GreenBough Gardens, thank you. And it was an amazing show. We had a really amazing cast of people that were involved with our show. We really launched something with that show for Sharon and I, speaking of taking actions for creative ownership. We were always on this path of doing art. We love to do art. We love to do art. We love to go out and play music. We want to play music.
Our music.
Our own music. It's like money was not even a thing. It's like, well, wait a minute. We're going to go play our music, so we don't care about the money, right? I mean, it's like it's about doing the art, right? Isn't that what it's all about all the time? Just do the art. Just do the art. Don't worry about the money.
For some people,
but
it was for us.
We are coming to a point now where we value what we're doing, and that Dropping Leaves concert really pushed us forward into thinking that, hey, what we're doing here is worth something, and what we're bringing forth for people is worth something. When Carrie Higgins asked us to come over. She asked us to come over and talk about maybe doing a show. We're like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Let's go over and we'll talk about a show. And we went over there. We're sitting down in her living room and we're talking about the show and we're telling her what kind of things we had in mind for the show. We want to bring in these people. We want to do these vignettes and all this stuff.
A ritual for the season where everyone can feel some kind of a renewal of the spring and drop some leaves.
Yeah.
We always have the ideas.
The ideas are plentiful. So we're talking with her, and and all of a sudden she's breaking out her calendar, and she wants to make a date with us. And we're going, well, okay, yeah, sure, let's make a date. But in the middle of that conversation, we were making a date. It's like, okay, how much are the tickets going to be? She said, and I said, huh? I got this lump in my throat. My I could feel my stomach churning all of a sudden. It's like, you mean you want us to sell tickets? And she said, well, yeah, of course.
That's the way we do it at the venue.
And she's like, well, look what you guys are going to do. You got to sell tickets. And I thought, okay, well, and she says, well, how much do you guys want it when I say tickets fine? I said, well, I'm not really sure. And she says, well, look, normally people charge $10 to $15 sometimes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when she has big shows that people know a little bit about, that it's $20-25.
It was a big leap for us.
It was a big leap, man.
It was did we just commit to that?
Yeah. So when we left her house with this date and this commitment of selling tickets, was it 15 or 10? I think it might have been 15.
It probably was 15.
It's $15 a ticket, and it pushed my mindset. It pushed the whole gravity of what we were doing forward, because it's all of a sudden there was a value on it. And it was so different to feel that and to stand into that presence of like, okay, let's do that. And our gear started moving and was like, okay, now we got to sell these tickets. So it pushed us forward in our own creative calling and our own creative value. So now we're on the phone.
Big
People,
way.
yeah, and you know what? The show was freaking amazing. We had, I don't know, 25, 30 people in this backyard party, and
Maybe 35.
maybe 30. You know,
It was a big one.
it was a big one, and we had video footage. But it was a really big show, and it just pushed our mindset forward into what creative action and ownership really means.
Thank you, GreenBough and Carrie Higgins.
Thank you, Carrie,
you.
for
Thank you.
showing us more of who we can be in this process of artistic creation and giving it value, having value. It was incredible.
So if there's anyone out there that has issues with artistic worth, artistic merit, your own creative callings and self-worth, and the value of what you're doing, maybe we can set an intention for everyone this autumn season to purge that crap.
Let's let that go. Let's think about what the value is in what we are doing. As every artist out there, own it, right? And that's what this Taco Tuesday is about. So we're remembering that show.
Yes.
And
The milestone of selling tickets.
for $15 a ticket.
We were definitely the band that did not want to play and pay to play somewhere and sell tickets. And this was a whole nother thing. But originally, I guess it felt a little bit like, oh, we don't really do tickets. We're just about our art, and we will show up, and we will pull out all the stops. We will bring all the magic on, and we just go home feeling elated because we did it. And it's never been about the money.
That's right.
But you know what? In a way, it's okay to accept money for what we do, to ask for it, to see the value of it, to see the smiles on people's faces, to hear about the transformation as people really did purge something in that fire pit that night, and we did a collective release. And it was really joyful. It was amazing.
It was incredible.
And it was very, it sounded great. We had great audio. We had a wonderful person doing sound for us. We pulled out all the stops there. And
Ken Huntington did our
Yeah.
audio. I want everybody to know
Thank you.
that. Ken Huntington. He's the guy. You know what it makes me think of? After we nailed that show, meaning after Carrie Higgins gave us the date. Do you remember the tickets that we made? We were so excited, and we just felt like, oh my God, we're going to sell tickets for $15. So we created these beautiful. We spent hours. We spent hours on these tickets to make them like look really bitchin' and beautiful, and just like
with a tree on it.
We had all the information front and back and directions and a map. We did
Ticketmaster would have been really happy.
but it just everything like that. I mean, just and you know, getting an audio guy to come out and do it just up leveled everything for us. And I think as artists, it's so great to have something on the outside come and give us a push forward into something more for what we're doing with our art, to value it more.
And I was very inspired at that time, because a little bit before that, I realized, because I had never learned this, I know I love science, but I used to think that the trees began to drop leaves because it was turning cold, and like the leaves would kind of die. But what's really going on is the trees go within. They start to bring their energy inward. They release their own leaves as a beginning of renewal. So after the winter, they can come out again. And you know, I always thought it was like, oh, the cold is making the poor leaves fall off. But it's the tree that is choosing to release and go within to have new growth. So that's why the autumn is special to me. And it's really special because we get to own some creative worth with that show in particular.
Yeah, the value of what we're doing.
Yay.
Yay is right.
Yes.
So that's what this Taco Tuesday is all about. Autumn, dropping leaves, things go that no longer serve. Release and come to a new.
Especially those feelings of like, oh, the poor broke artist, or focus on the artists that felt rich while they were alive and relish in what they did, and it was of value because they valued it. And we are helping our clients value their art right now. We're actually doing a recital this weekend on Saturday for some of our clients, and these happen to be music coaching clients who are going to be breaking through and performing for each other over Zoom. It's going to be a blast. And hopefully our client who is doing his comedy, one little micro step at a time, we really look forward to breaking out this comedian. Yes. We hope 2020 is his year.
It's gotta be his year.
But as you know, some things take time.
Yep.
But let's hope he can get it out in a bigger way this year.
Roots gotta go down sometimes pretty deep before the tree is strong. I don't know what that was.
Rising up.
Rooted and rising up. That's right.
We're rooted and rising up. 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 Join us.
Woo. Drop the leaves.
If you really want to get the inside joining and assistance on your journey, we are here for you, and we would love to talk with you.
Just put something in the comments. Put 1, 2, 3. It's all about me.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. It's all about me.
Yes, which means you. So, and we'll contact you, and we love to talk. Ta-da! Thank you.
Yes. All right. Have a wonderful
dropping of your leaves.
Happy autumn again. Taking actions for creative ownership. Ooh. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.